This is the Chab Dog Sports Talk Show. We're ADHD hosts that are OCD about our sports. Host Brandon Chabner brings you Eric the Well-Read, Frank the Tank, and Boston Mark for sports talk that's breaking news everywhere else. Now here's your host, Brandon Chabner.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Chab Dog Sports Talk. We're on each Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time, brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional legal needs, and by Chab Dog Sports Blog for your headier sports headlines and biting sports commentary. Got a great show for you today. Right off the bat, we got, and I'm here in the Newport Beach studio with my co-host Eric Silve. How are you doing, Eric?
Hey, Chab Dog.
Yeah, we're all geared up for some pretty good games on schedule for today. And to talk to you more about that, we've got Stan Burr on the line, former sports columnist from the Howard County Daily News and Columbia Flyer. Hi, Stan.
Hi, how you doing there, Brandon?
We're fine here in Southern California. It's another beautiful day. I'm not so sure the rest of the country can say that. I think it's getting cold, though you're in Florida, so you're probably okay, right?
We're okay. We're about 88 degrees or something like that, sunny.
Oh.
We had some little rain, but we're okay. We're okay.
Nothing to complain
Alexa,
about.
what's the weather?
Currently, in Belleville Township, it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds with a high of 52 degrees and a low of 38 degrees.
38?
Not real nice.
Wow.
In New Jersey. And Frank Fleming on the line, founder of Sports Encyclopedia and Storehouse of Sports Knowledge. Frank, how are you?
Oh, tired.
Long week? Long week?
Yeah, long week, I tell you.
Well, I hope you have a relaxing Sunday.
The Jets, what a Jet.
Yeah, I want to have a word or two with you about the Jets. And they're playing the Giants. Is in the garbage bowl in New Jersey. I mean,
boy, what
it writes itself, right? And it's a dumpster. It's a dumpster fire in a dumpster fire, isn't it?
I mean, they need to change. They need to change the MetLife Stadium to Waste Management Stadium. Because both teams are garbage.
Yes.
Waste Management's a good company, by the way.
Hey, there's an interesting article in this week's papers about the halfway point of the NFL 100th season. And it shows you what happens when you have a billion-dollar industry, 500 attorneys, and all these commissioners and assistant commissioners, and how they start the season off with a bang. They start off a TV game between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, which ends up in a score of 10-3 with 20 flags. In other words, why would anybody put on the Chicago Bears to open your 100th anniversary or 100th season? Why would they do that? Why not shoot your two best teams and let it go at it?
It's because we thought Mitch Trubisky was good, Stan.
They wanted to
were
put
wrong.
the two oldest teams. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was a complete dud. Most people turned it off, and then the NFL then ran into a second problem. They reduced the game. The game Where's Waldo, which we used to play all the time, I loved it, has now been replaced with a game called Where's Antonio. Nobody knows where Antonio is now. So they're going to hopefully make some money off of Antonio running from team to team, and then they're going to try to find him out in a book and have a picture taken. And if you can find him, you win a prize.
Where's Antonio?
Where's Antonio?
Sounds like a good name for the show.
Clever.
Like the Where's Rudy show I had.
Yeah, and then they had the NFL decided they had too many flags, so they decided to call their officials and all these people together and change the rules for the offensive lineman and what is holding and what is not holding. And what happened was, after they finished discussion with the officials and all that, they had more flags than ever before. So they absolutely have no clue as to what's going on. And this is supposedly their 100th birthday, and they can't seem to get anything right. Then they lost Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, Pat Mahomes, Cam Newton, and Matt Ryan to injury,
Cam Newton,
which wiped out a whole series of some of their big names. And that was followed by a Miami fire sale of some of their players, as they usually do. And what's happened is now contracts don't mean anything. If a guy wants to go to another team, he simply says, I want off this team, I want to move. And they go. And nobody seems to change it. Nobody seems to care that contracts mean something. Anyhow, this is the start of the season, of a midway point for the NFL, a great start.
Well, I actually think that the NFL, I think it's really going to change soon, and we're going to be see a miss. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're watching on Sunday Night Football. It's the Vikings and the Cowboys, featuring your referee, Walter Anderson.
That's where Kirk Cousins can't win, right?
Kirk Cousins never wins.
Basically, the Cowboys are a good team, so of course he's going to lose.
Yep.
They paid him $83 million, and he can't win when he's away from home. Mm-hmm. He can't win big playoff games.
Nope.
He just can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's too little.
He can't win against teams that are quality. The only teams that Kirk Cousins beats on teams like
the Redskins.
500 or
Well, Frank, how many quality teams are there now?
Yeah, that's a big issue.
About 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's what
I mean. If you look at it right now, in the AFC, I guess you could. I guess that once Mahomes gets back, and I think he's coming back today.
He's back today.
Back today.
Yeah.
So basically, you have the Chiefs, you have the Patriots, and you have the Ravens. That's it.
Well, that's kind of harsh, isn't it? Is it just 3 teams?
Everyone got the NFC.
NFC, you got the 49ers, you got the Saints. You got the Packers, and maybe you got the Seahawks if they actually show up this week and go into San Francisco and win. If not, then you got basically the 49ers, Saints, and Packers.
Well, I think you have to include Seattle in this discussion.
Yeah, I'd say Seattle's quality team.
Well, I gave them a maybe. We'll see about the Seahawks.
What about Dallas and Minnesota?
They're basically the same team.
Mm-hmm. And
keep in mind, Dallas lost to the Jets. They're the only team the Jets beat this year.
Yeah,
and the Jets last week lost to a team that's trying to tank.
Well,
they out-tanked the Dolphins last week.
I think you also have to.
The Jets' ineptitude. Adam Gase has gone there, and just like he did in Miami, he's alienated players, and they got players now wanting to flee. If the Jets bring back Adam Gase next year, then they're going to be tanking like the Dolphins are this year in about 2 years.
Unity, schmunity. They want disunity. He's good at disunity. He's a good coach for disunity.
Oh, that's what he is. Mm-hmm. With those crazy fucking eyes of his. How does anyone hire this guy?
It's because of his gaze.
Probably because of the eyes, yeah.
The gaze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What were they just lured into a trance? Or should I call them as their new name is now, the New York Paper Airplanes?
Yeah, Rasputin-like trance that he has on these people.
You can have a losing record, get fired, and immediately picked up by another team.
I mean, Sam Darnold. I mean, just think about this. The Dolphins hired him because he was a quarterback whisperer, You look like a genius if Peyton Manning's your quarterback. Of course you do.
Sure.
A fucking bubble-de chimp could have been Peyton Manning's coach, and he could have done the same thing.
Bubbles the chimp.
So the Dolphins think he's a quarterback. Let's think he's going to fix Ryan Trashy Hill, and yet they committed 3 more years to this bum. and now the Jets are watching Sam Darnold's career go down in flames as he's seeing ghosts. He threw a pass last week where he was getting sacked and he just tossed it in the air.
Right.
Like
just threw it up.
And it was caught at the goal line for an interception.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I can work in the Pac-12, but not here.
Well, they have no offensive line, though. I mean, he's just getting rid of the damn ball, just throwing the damn thing out. There's nothing in front of me. There's no offensive line. They got one player who's suing the team right now. I think it was Osemele.
Did you hear that insanity?
He had
a torn labrum, and the Jets doctor said, "No, you're fine. Go out there and play." So he wanted to get a second opinion, and the second opinion doctor said that if you play, you're going to destroy your career. You need surgery.
Uh-huh.
And the Jets basically said that's insubordination. You can't go see another team doctor. You better be out there.
That's right.
And then meanwhile, he goes to get surgery, so they cut him, and they terminated his contract. They're not even paying him, so he's suing the team for wrongful termination.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the players are, believe it or not, backing him. So you got out and out mutiny, and this is what Adam Gase has brought to the New York Jets.
Why can't they hire a good coach? They got plenty of money. They got money up the kazoo. They can hire anybody they want. And there are a lot of good coaches out there. They can even go and get this guy Stoops, who used to coach Oklahoma.
What strikes me is this: is the Jets last year. They had a bad year last year, so they fired Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
So they had their old GM signed all the free agents, hired a coach, ran the draft, and a couple days after the draft, they fired him, and now they have a new GM in there. Isn't it usually you get the GM first, and then hire the coach, draft the players, and pick the free agents?
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah. Frank, you would believe that some of these teams are tanking. They're tanking now to get a better position when it comes to the draft.
Well, the Dolphins are clearly tanking.
I mean, actually tanking.
And you got some of the totally inept teams. The Washington Redskins. There's an inept team.
They're worse than the Dolphins. The Dolphins are trying to be bad.
The Redskins are almost incapable of doing anything. And they have been that way for a long time.
I mean, Dwayne Haskins looks awful.
Oh, he's horrible.
Well, he's only had 1 year. He's only had 1 year of thing in college. That's it. He played 1 year in college, and then he went to the pros. So he hasn't had a lot of experience. And it looks when he's out there, he looks like a deer in headlights. I mean, he has no clue what he's doing at all, and it shows. But he's inexperienced as hell, and I don't know if he'll ever get it with the Redskins.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly the Redskins look at it. He doesn't know how to read a playbook.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know how to read a defense either.
Incapable of learning
the playbook. I'm convinced that there are only about 3 quarterbacks in the NFL who actually can read a defense and change the play at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's not one of them.
He's not one of them.
No, he's horrible.
The coach of the Giants is about as meek as there's ever been.
Right.
Who is the coach?
Pat Shurmur.
Pat Shurmur.
A name I've heard plenty of times, I don't remember where it comes from.
He previously coached the Browns, which is all you need to know.
He coached the Browns?
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a stain on his resume.
Except
for of course, Belichick came from the Browns.
That's a step up to winning. Why can't you get...
Last week, there was a play by Saquon Barkley where he ran off a 65-yard play. Got the ball down to the Cowboys 5. and then he never got the ball again. Giants, 3 passes that were just out the back of the end zone, and they had to settle for a field goal.
Why don't the owners of these teams in the AFC, wherever it is, what the Patriots play, there's plenty of money. Why can't they just get a good general manager and hire some damn good coaches? Because after 20 years of losing, you figure out if you have a fan group backing you, they should have left you by now. I mean, you already proved you can't win.
Yeah.
And including the fireman.
The kicker to me came this. The Giants the Cowboys went down the field, scored another touchdown with some help from the referees. Then the Giants had the ball down by 12 with 6 minutes left, 3rd and 21, and he just ran a little 5-yard dump pattern and punted.
Yeah.
With 6 minutes left in the game.
It's called capitulation.
That's almost like saying, okay, game over, I forfeit.
But that's sheer stupidity, though. That's sheer stupidity. And I don't understand. I watch some of these games in which the teams have absolutely no chance, and they put them on TV. Now, down here, we're fortunate enough to get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is the same thing as using Sominex. Same thing as having a glass of beer and Sominex. Whatever puts you out. It's so boring.
Well,
it's incredible.
They managed to keep the score. They are scoring. They're just not doing. They don't win, but they score.
They don't win. They can put points on the board, but they can't win the games. And they got no quarterbacking. They're all a mess.
The Buccaneers has some bad luck. They should have beat the Titans. There was a play where the Titans ran a fake punt.
Yeah.
And it faked out the Bucs.
And there was a fumble on the fake punt where they basically the holder / punter was trying to pass the ball, and he got really stripped of the ball. The ball came out, and the referees blew the flag.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers grabbed the ball, scoop and score, and take the lead with a touchdown. But the referee said that they blew the whistle inadvertently. They can't reverse it. They take the touchdown off the board, and that's the difference in the game.
Yeah. Answer me a question, Frank. What are they going to do about the penalties, pass interference? The receiver just has to throw his hands up after he doesn't catch the ball and look around, and there'll be a flag next to him. That's all you have to do. Throw your hands up in the air and say,
let's do the Dallas Cowboys. And this replay review of interference, which I've seen last week. I saw several coaches do the review, and none of them get reversed. Reversed.
None.
Right.
In fact, Adam Gase last week blew both of his challenges, challenging interference or non-interference, and the same thing with Pat Shermer the next day. And none of them were answered.
So
totally, for the whole season, there have been 75 challenges for interference called, and only 5 were reversed.
Now, when the flags go up, they seem to want to blame the officials all the time. And the officials, you've seen the ones that have been blown. You've seen the really grievous things where the guy's got his hand in the guy's face mask, or he knocks the guy up for the Saints, the Rams and the Saints. We've all seen that. And the official is standing right next to the guy and missed the call. But generally, I think they do a good job. I think it's the problem of training of these linemen who don't know now what a lobster tackle is, what a crackback block is. They don't know these things.
I saw a play last week. I forgot what game it was, where the guy hit the guy in the shoulder who got called for a face mask.
Yeah, I saw one of those. Yeah. Now these things are happening rapid fire. It's very difficult as an official. You have to make the decision very quickly, And it's hard to do. I mean, I officiated games too, and there's so much swirling around. You're lucky you survived not getting killed out there with all these bodies flying around. But it's very difficult to do, and I think they want to blame the officials all the time for all these flags. And I don't think it's the officials' fault as much as they want to. I think the players don't know what the rules are. They don't know what holding is. They don't know any of these damn things. After all, they didn't go to even college. They didn't go to class. They didn't learn a damn thing. They didn't even take notes. And they're put out in the field, and you expect chaos.
But Stan, they went to.
And by the way, the ref that called that flag, by the way, was one of the female officials that are now in the NFL.
Oh, sure.
How many are there, Tank?
I think there's either one. I think there's maybe two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They try to stay in the background. They have their hair done, tight, and you have to, you're not supposed to be able to distinguish them from the men.
So they could be transgender too?
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're hiding it. Maybe these are all transgender.
And the officiating is terrible. Everything in this league right now is terrible.
You think it is terrible?
Is it terrible because we're able to track it better, or is it terrible because it's just terrible? Like, did we know what better was? Did we have better 10 years ago?
We had better 10 years ago.
Hockey was better.
Frank, a lot of these guys are 10, 15, 20-year veterans out there. And they've called a lot of games, and I have difficulty putting the blame on these guys all the time.
Yeah.
I really do. I mean, they got to make a decision within a second after it happens.
I think almost everything Roger Goodell has done has led to this. This is Roger Goodell's league. It's not the NFL anymore. It's the PFL.
Made a lot of money.
Yeah.
The value's increased a lot in his tenure, Tank.
They keep on tinkering around with the sport, and finally, if you just touch the quarterback with your toe, it's going to be a pass interference. I mean, it's really something weird going on. I don't remember when I was a kid. Of course, they didn't have pass interference then. The ball was up in the air, and you went for it. You bumped each other, you pushed each other, and everything to get to the ball. Now you can't even look at the guy. Now they say if you don't turn your head back toward where the ball's coming from, that could be pass interference.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they got all kinds of things. So many restrictions now.
And
I don't know what the players know what the hell is going on.
And Stan, even with those restrictions, in place, look at the injuries we have.
One of the things I think that hurt the league is these reduced preseason games. They don't even play preseason games anymore. So at the beginning of the season, these players aren't ready to play.
Correct.
Right.
And, I understand they don't want anyone to get hurt. There used to be 2-day practices. They can't do that anymore.
No.
They could only have 2 or 3 times during the week.
Mm-hmm.
These players aren't working enough. You know what it is? There's a such thing called practice to the point where it becomes where you could do your job in your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It's automatic.
Yes.
And these reduced practices and have led to this, where these players just don't do what they're supposed to do, and they don't know how to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's drill. You drill. You do dolphins, where one man gets up, another one comes down. You need to rotate. They'd have us do that for 15, 20 minutes straight.
Sure.
Again, automatic, just slamming into the ground and slamming and getting up and pivoting around a person and slamming into the ground again. Yeah.
I mean, I understand that you want to avoid the injuries, but I actually think this causes more injury because you're not used to getting hit anymore now.
Oh yeah, sure, of course.
That's bad.
Yeah, because the bodies aren't warmed up. They haven't been conditioned.
I want to mention something about the college games yesterday.
Yes.
There was one game in particular that I was watching, Ohio State against Maryland.
That wasn't much of a game.
Maryland. Here's the interesting thing about this. Ohio State has a kid that's on suspension. You have to suspend him because he took a loan And so they came to
from
the
a
school
family
and they
friend,
said, we're going
yes.
to put your guys on suspension, right, for one game. So Ohio State steps up and says, okay, we'll suspend them for the game against Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you could have 6 people on the field playing Maryland, and Maryland still would lose. So I thought Ohio State was just so gracious about taking this kid and taking him off against Maryland.
Oh, yeah. You they're not going to do it against Penn State. Come on.
Yeah, the 9th player depth chart on Ohio State is better than the number 1 player in Maryland. So Maryland has given up 150-something points in 2 games.
Yeah.
Well, he's also going to be suspended. The word is he might be suspended for as many as 4 games, which could take him to Michigan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but they usually wait until suspend them when they get against teams that they can just swallow up and crush.
Well, until you get to Ohio State plays next week.
Ohio State wouldn't suspend the person coming into the Michigan game.
Next week is the Michigan game?
Well, he's going to be suspended next week, too. Supposedly he's going to be suspended anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So who
do they play next week?
It's another tomato
Rutgers.
can. Rutgers.
Oh, Rutgers.
There's a tough one. See? That's what I mean.
There.
You see these teams.
Ohio State could send their JV team and beat Rutgers by 30.
Oh, sure. Another team to look for. I'm interested in this Notre Dame, which cherry-picked against opponents to get into the top 15. They beat Duke yesterday 38-7. But when they play top contenders, they lose. But they have such a schedule, so they're not in the conference. They, cherry-pick their way through. And I'm looking at some of the teams that they play.
Well, they always have their tough games, though.
Yeah, they have quite a few good games.
They're having down years.
They usually have a pretty tough schedule.
Cal, but no longer.
I mean, no, it's not their fault that Southern Cal is down.
Yeah.
Rutgers, Notre Dame's always going to play every year. They're always going to play Navy. They're always going to play Stanford, and they're always going to play SC.
Mm-hmm.
And they play Michigan a lot, right?
Having down years.
Yeah, they play Michigan too, right?
Sometimes Michigan they'll play for a couple of years, and then they won't play him for like 5 years. And they play him a couple of years, and they won't play him for 5 years. And if they don't play Michigan, then they'll play Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Harbaugh may be a coach of one of these New York teams after they lose to Michigan, after they lose to Ohio State.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
How about Minnesota is undefeated and not in the top 10?
Who is that?
Can you explain that to me?
Minnesota. You're talking about Minnesota?
Yeah.
They just beat Penn State yesterday, so that was a great win. Don't you think that'll put them in the top 10?
It's better. They're ranked 17th despite being undefeated.
Yeah,
they're a good team. They're a good team. They have a good quarterback, got a good running attack. They're good.
They got a big line. They're beefy.
I thought that Penn State would beat them.
Yeah, no, I thought that Penn State would have their hands full up there on the road against a physical team like that, and it turned out to be the case. So, yeah, but there's still a bunch of really good teams above them, and Alabama's going to still be above them. Did you guys see the Alabama game yesterday?
Yes, and I never saw Alabama make so many mistakes in the course of a game than I saw yesterday.
But
they screwed up everything.
I mean, the quarterback, LSU's quarterback, did a great job. He's a definite pro player.
Oh yeah, but they deserve to lose just on the strength of the mistakes that they made. Just on that. I mean, gee whiz! I mean, every time I turned around, it was either.
Coach for LSU, Ed Orgeron. I'm going to go out there. We're going to be out there.
Well, we got the Orgeron commercials. I got a Hummer. You got a Hummer.
I'll tell you that much.
Tell him, JoJo.
Yeah, Eric, dig that clip up.
You know what? All these coaches that after they have their run, usually end up being an announcer. I can't wait to welcome to college football today. We're let's go to Ed Orgeron out there in Georgia. The game. Well, he's going to run that ball. He's going to hand the ball. He's going to handle the ball. He's going to be all the
Hey, I'd like to have
Hey, Frank.
I'd like to have a discussion between him. I'd like to see a discussion between him and Bill Belichick.
Speaking of Belichick, we have Massachusetts Mark on the line just in time to talk about the Patriots Ravens game.
Hey, Chab Dog.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, guess who's going to be laughing last at the end of this phone call?
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Stan, you want to bet I'm laughing or Frank's laughing? How much you want to bet?
Don't worry about that. I'm not laughing
I
at
guarantee, watch this. Watch this. Watch what I'm going to do to Frank. I'm going to blow his fucking mind right now. Hey, Frank, did you win your bet?
Yes, I did.
All right, great. Now, guess what? Guess how I'm going to make you root for the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
This will be good.
Go ahead, guess.
How?
How? I know how. Do you know how?
We all want to know how.
I
don't think it's
guarantee you will root for the Patriots.
Are you telling me the 49ers are going 16-0?
Yeah. If the 16-0 49ers are playing the Patriots, who are you rooting for?
The Patriots.
Fucking right, you're rooting for the Patriots, so suck it.
Why? Just because you don't want the 49ers
Hey,
to go
Eric, you like that
You
one?
wouldn't want to have a 17-0 team take out the Dolphins.
No,
Yeah.
not 16-0.
Yeah, Mark is strategic. That's very strategic, Mr. Mark.
Boom.
Have you seen the Niners
Rooting
schedule?
for the Patriots, Frank. I told you you'd be rooting for the Patriots.
The Niners have two teams left. Seahawks.
I just blew your mind.
Yeah, I don't think the Niners are going undefeated.
There's no way the Niners are going 16-0.
Yeah.
No.
They got 2 games against the Seahawks.
They're just
They
not
gotta
that
play the
dominant.
Packers.
It's
They
not
got to
going to
go play
happen.
the Saints in New Orleans. They got to go play the
You're
Ravens.
praying.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
You're praying you don't have to root for the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
You're praying,
the Niners
Frank.
are going to lose 3 to 4 games.
Frank, you're
The
praying.
Niners are going to lose 3 to 4 games.
Please, no. I didn't think it could be any worse that the Patriots would win the Super Bowl. But no, it can be. I have to root for them to do it.
The Patriots.
You know I'm right.
Brutal.
Hey, Mark, I got to ask you a question. Did the
Go ahead.
Did the Patriots, Brady, play poorly in that Baltimore game? What was the cause? What happened?
Well, they got this guy, Marshall Suckhouse, playing left tackle. He lets up 2 sacks a game. He's ridiculously
I guess
bad.
he sucks.
Isaiah Wynn will be back after the he's already practicing. He's
They always have a great.
he's gonna be back for the Dallas game.
I'll tell you what's happening to Brady. I'll tell you what's happening to
Yeah,
Brady.
and then no, Frank has no idea what's happening to Brady. Second of all,
I'll tell you what's
Stan,
happening to Brady.
Nikhil Harry's
always have-
coming back this week, and he's a 6'4" wide receiver. They drafted him in the first round. So
good.
they haven't had a 6'4" receiver since Randy Moss. So should work out pretty good.
They always have a good left tackle. The Patriots have always protected Brady on the left side with a good left tackle. They have some of the best in the league, and I didn't know what the problem was this time.
But it wasn't
know what
just
happened.
Well, the kid Isaiah Wynn got turf toe. He
it
just
wasn't. It
can't
wasn't.
stay
the-
healthy, but he's been fantastic.
It wasn't
when
protecting
he's healthy.
Brady. It was the running defense. They couldn't stop Lamar Jackson. He ran wild.
I'm sorry, but you guys don't understand what Belichick's doing. I told you a million times he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
That was part of the master plan.
Let Harbaugh have that little fucking win. And then in the playoffs, when Baltimore has to come up to New England, they're going to get their fucking teeth smashed in.
What happened last week with the
Oh, really, Frank? What happened? Let's review the game, all right? They went offsides at the beginning of the game. That was 4 points. Edelman fumbled. First time in 4 years. Edelman's not going to fumble again. I mean, they were going in for the win. They were going in for the win, and Edelman fumbled. He never fumbles.
Mark, I'm going to tell you what happened last week, and you're going to agree with me.
Frank, the Dolphins won last week, and the Patriots lost. That's ridiculous.
Hey,
it's ridiculous.
Mark,
Mercury and Retrograde.
Hang up. It's the Mark
I can't even say it.
No, go ahead, Frank. Tell us something smart.
What happened to the Patriots last week is something that happens. They had a bad game. They weren't prepared. They weren't exactly prepared.
They were unprepared. They were unprepared.
They were unprepared.
They were not prepared for Lamar Jackson's speed. They
saw give me a break.
Mark,
give me a break.
Shut up for once in your life.
You're wrong.
Let
Mark,
Frank talk. I want to hear this.
He's wrong.
Frank, go ahead. You have the floor.
They were unprepared for Lamar Jackson's speed. They didn't quite get how fast and how he could move. Watch the next time they play him. They're gonna kill him. They're only gonna allow 10 points the next time they see the Ravens.
I just said.
So that's
kind of what you just said. Yeah.
And they fell behind. They couldn't catch up. They were playing catch up. This is the first time they were trailing all season. So they were they just basically got off to a bad start and couldn't catch up.
Mm-hmm.
That's all that happened to them, and that's what happens to teams. That's why teams don't really go undefeated. I mean, the Patriots are still probably going to go 14-2.
You don't win every boat race. And they got boat raced. Baltimore had more steam that
one of those things.
What the hell is Drew Brees doing, man? He's going out of his mind.
And it's probably a good thing for them. If your goal is to win a Super Bowl, you want that bad game to happen in the regular season.
Frank, isn't everyone's goal to win the Super Bowl?
But the winning teams, they lose a couple along the way.
But that's the difference. That's why you don't. That's the difference. When they went 16-0, they didn't have that bad game in the regular season.
I just told you what the difference was.
Oh, somebody's turf.
They don't have a left tackle right now. They don't have a left tackle right now.
Everyone has a game where it doesn't just fire on all cylinders. It happens to every team.
They still could have won that game.
They still could have
fire right.
Well, they don't scare me as much anymore.
No, I just never contemplated them ever losing a game. It's still they're lesser.
Oh yeah, AJ Boyle's real scary at tight end. Ooh.
Here's my prediction today.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Let's hear it.
The Ravens are going to lose to the Bengals.
Oh, Frank.
No, they're not.
That's possible.
Oh,
that's possible.
I know it's possible.
It's possible.
But it's called a trap game.
I wouldn't bet anything on. I wouldn't put anything of value on that supposition.
Plays a top team, beats them, and when they play a team that can't do anything, they fall right on their face.
And the Ravens last week were acting like they won the Super Bowl. They were acting like they won the Super Bowl last week.
That was the Super Bowl. That's as close as they're going to get.
So
is playing the defending champs.
You're going to see them. You're going to see them.
Frank,
have just a letdown.
Frank, just to change speeds for a second, did you know that not only does Boston have the best football team in America, we also have the best hockey team in America? Did you know that?
You called it. Hockey.
How do you like that, Frank? How do you like them apples?
What's the Bruins record, Mark?
I like Pasternak scoring 14 goals already.
Is it
14 goals?
Is it 12-1?
Yeah, 12-1.
That's pretty good. That's a fast
start.
Wow.
Yeah, they're a little pissed off about losing Game 7 last year, Frank.
They should be. They should have a chip on their shoulder.
I would always say this about the Bruins. By the way, the record is 11-3.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 11-3. They have two overtime matches.
I'm not done yet either.
Still tight.
And also, it's good. It's a good start. It's a really good start. But you know how I feel about the Bruins?
How's that?
You know those teams that are always in the league, and you really don't care if they win or lose.
Like the St. Louis Blues.
I mean, that's
like the Miami Dolphins.
I honestly don't
Columbus
care
Blue
if the
Jackets.
Bruins win or lose.
Uh-huh.
Really? So when they win the Stanley Cup this year, you're not going to care?
They're not a rivalry.
So anyways, I don't know if you noticed
Predators.
or not, but the Celtics are nasty again. And so now
They just
it's
lost
like all
Hayward,
winning
didn't they?
all the time in Boston.
The Celtics was a situation last year with Kyrie Irving. He was a square peg in a round hole.
Yeah, now they got Kemba Walker. He's a round peg in a round hole.
I mean, he's a big player, but he doesn't fit the Celtics system. He doesn't fit what they do.
But they also...
all this peg and hole stuff is really Oedipus, you know?
When he was on the court, yes, he's such a good star. The other players...
Of course, he does believe the earth is flat, so...
He's a therapist to
and it just didn't work. The Celtics are better off with a bunch of B-level players and one A-level player, and a bunch of B-level players working together to raise their game where everyone contributes.
I like that.
And that's why whenever Kyrie Irving was out, they always played better.
Raise your game.
But when he was in the game, all the players that were on the team, all these other players, they basically subjugated themselves to Kyrie.
Hey, Frank.
Oh, Kyrie Irving?
It didn't work.
Just out of curiosity, how many Hall of Famers do you think are on the Patriots right now?
Well, Brady, I would
players.
say.
I mean,
yeah, Brady, of course.
You would say Brady? Well, that's pretty obvious. Yeah,
Brady and Belichick.
But players.
That's it, huh? You don't think Stephon Gilmore got a shot, huh?
What about number 11?
Yeah.
What about Devin McCourty?
What about Edelman?
Edelman? Yeah. Edelman.
What about Edelman?
He's too Jewish. He can't go in.
Edelman's going in. He just got his 500th catch. He's going in.
I mean,
yeah, he probably will.
He's retired now. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see him activated in December. Gronkowski.
Who?
Gronkowski. He's coming in back in December.
Gronkowski's retired, Frank. Stop having nightmares about that.
No, he's coming back.
He can hardly bend over and touch his toes.
He's on CBD. He'll be fine in a month.
He's hurt so bad he can't even do porno movies.
He just rubs CBD all over it. He's fine.
Frank, we're going to smash the Eagles in 2 weeks.
Blue CBD.
Well, do you guys want to do the picks here?
Oh yes.
You want to go through the picks? Well, we got everybody on the line.
Sure. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm going to go undefeated this week.
Yeah, you better. You better redeem yourself in the eyes of your maker. All right. Well, the first one to look at is where's the list?
Top one right there.
Is this it?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, Kansas City at Tennessee. Kansas City is favored by 4.
And Mahomes is coming back.
I don't know, man. This could be kind of a trap game, but
I'll take Kansas City.
Come on.
I'll
take Kansas City.
They got to score enough points.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Tennessee with no Marcus Mariota.
They've been a dud
healthy
lately.
Scratch.
A total dud.
When Marcus Mariota is a healthy scratch,
Benny Hill's the quarterback.
Expression. Yeah, that's a very poorly worded expression. I don't like the outcome there.
We know what Kansas City's defense is like. That's the
good.
thing. But who cares? Because Tennessee's offense is pretty Stone Age.
Mm-hmm.
Worse all right, that's not much to talk about. What about Buffalo, Cleveland? At Cleveland, and it says here Cleveland's a 3-point favorite.
Yeah, and Cleveland's a 3-point favorite against Buffalo. Hello.
But we know Buffalo's not really for real.
But we know that Cleveland's even less for real.
I'm going with Cleveland. I'm going with a strong Cleveland here.
I'm on a Buffalo.
I'm not buying Buffalo on the road.
I'm taking the Browns. I'm totally taking the Browns.
You taking the Browns, Tank?
Good for you,
Buffalo's
Tank.
defense is legit.
But Cleveland's, Buffalo's legit. Cleveland's not legit.
Yeah.
They were fakers. Cleveland's
had some good wins. Cleveland beat the Ravens.
The Bills' offense is terrible.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're not 6-10 terrible.
They're going to run wild. Gore's going to run wild on Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right. We got a definitely we have an interesting split here. What do you think, Stan?
I'm going with Buffalo.
Oh,
thank
Another
you.
guy on a Buffalo.
All right. Just staying conservative. Okay. Well, let's see. Tampa Bay is hosting Arizona, giving 4.5 points. Boy, that's a lot of points for Tampa Bay.
Oh Lord!
What a shitty game.
Anybody want to trust Tampa Bay with that kind of?
I'm taking Arizona.
I don't trust those points with Tampa Bay.
They don't deserve.
I'm taking Arizona because their quarterback's shorter.
The quarterback is on the way up. He's a decent quarterback, and
yeah,
God, this is like the kind of game Tampa Bay could just actually win. Do you think they can do this?
Tampa Bay.
You can't take.
I think the Buccaneers win, but they probably only win by a field goal.
Yeah, it's a trap. Because Tampa Bay is a favorite. Those two terms are contradictory.
Yeah.
So it's a trap.
I go with Arizona.
I'll take Arizona in the points because it's a trap game.
It's screaming. Don't trust Tampa Bay.
Hey Frank, how are those Jets fans at Barstool? I saw that video of you. That was pretty funny.
They're such losers. The Jets. The Jets are such losers.
Frank was laughing at them watching the Dolphins beat the Jets. It was so funny.
Well, we've got.
That's where I was last week. I went to go laugh at all the Jets fans.
Is anybody going to go to see the game today? The Jets and the Giants.
Oh, it's going to be a full
well, if they want to see
battle for New York,
Saquon Barkley.
Who are they going to sell their tickets to?
You watch Saquon Barkley not be used because Pat Summer is an idiot.
Oh, he won't.
Oh my God, he's a fantastic football player. He's fantastic.
I love watching Barkley.
I think right now you have the Jets are such a mess. Such a mess.
Hot mess.
Gase is definitely getting fired.
Yeah.
Don't fire people. The Jets are stupid.
He's in way over his head.
This is an intelligence exam for the Jets. If they can fire Gase after one season, then they know what they're doing. If Gase is back on that sideline next year, then the Jets are going to be a dumpster fire for the next 10 years.
Gase will not be there.
Cincinnati.
He won't be there next year. But these guys don't stay fired very long. They always end up as a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator of another team. Yep. Even though they have already proven to be losers, they still get hired. Who's next?
Next is the Jets are hosting the Giants, and the Giants are favored by 2.
I'll take the Giants.
God, yes.
Giants.
Who could possibly in their right mind go with the Jets on anything?
Giants.
Okay. This is another bad lopsided game. The Falcons going to New Orleans, and New Orleans is giving away 12.5 points. God.
Yeah, Saints.
The Falcons basically they've never recovered from 28-3.
Nope. No, still in their brain.
Who beat them when they were losing 28-3, Frank?
It wasn't losing 28-3. It was winning 28-3.
Oh, who won that game?
You know who won. You know what I'm talking about.
No, he forgot.
That must have been a hell of a comeback. I wish I saw that game.
It was a hell of a comeback.
You know what I'm talking about. They have never recovered from that.
Really? From James White scoring the game winner in overtime?
Never recovered.
You remember
that?
In
they never will either.
You remember Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, was down near the bench. He was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
He and his wife were there, and they were jumping up and down. Oh, boy.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Didn't see him dancing for joy again.
He was dancing.
That's a boner killer right there, huh?
And now he's got a real loser on his hands.
I bet that made his Viagra not even work.
Switch to Valtrax.
Okay, and then we got Baltimore at Cincinnati, 10-point favorite in Cincinnati.
Another obnoxious
Baltimore.
A lot of points.
So obnoxious.
Upset of the week, Bengals win outright.
Yeah, that's cruel.
I just like the Bengals to keep it closer than this. I think this is a typical rivalry game where the Bengals...
they got a different quarterback though. They got a rookie quarterback playing for the first time today.
Did they bench Andy Dalton or is he hurt?
Oh, he's been benched.
No, Andy Dalton's been benched.
He got benched for being a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, he got benched for being
who is the guy that's in place for the Bengals this weekend?
I never even heard of him. I've never heard of the guy.
What's his name?
Frank Fleming.
Brian Lindley.
Brian Lindley.
Brian Lindley?
Welcome, Brian Lindley.
Yeah.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, let's go with let's take the Ravens. God.
Yeah.
It is a trap game though. It's a trap game.
It is. But I'll still take the Ravens.
Totally, like I said. We're going to see. It's going to be an upset.
Okay, we got
I'm
you.
picking
we got you there.
You're going with Carol Lindley and the.
Carol Lindley.
Stan knows what I'm talking about.
Forget about the 10 points.
That was
Frank,
that was an
right.
actress in the 1960s.
All right.
Might as well be.
The Ravens. This happens with the Ravens. They win a big game, and the next week they have a letdown.
Right. Well, this happened against the Browns. They lost to the Browns. I remember earlier in the year. It was a bad game.
If they say
they're not going to lose to Cincinnati.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But Jackson might not be playing today. And if Robert Griffin
Lonnie Anderson could be playing.
Jackson's not playing?
Still going to lose.
Oh, I didn't
Is
know
that. Are you serious?
Really?
And Jackson may not play today.
Oh.
And if he does, it'll be Robert Griffin III playing, and that's a guarantee of a loss.
Oh,
yeah, right. That's a guarantee of a loss.
All right, I'm going with the Bengals against the spread here.
Oh, that's a terrible move. All right.
We'll see if he plays. He's playing.
Oh, all right. Well, if he's playing, I'll take the Ravens.
If he's playing, I'm taking the Ravens. But if they're not serious, they're really going to start RG3.
Another who cares game, which I have to just. It's on the schedule. It's Carolina at Green Bay. I mean, who cares about what Carolina does? They're the most unwatchable team.
I care about babushkas.
God, I'm sorry, Carolina fans. I just can't bear to even talk about
it. What do you mean?
I care about good hair.
What do you think? Is there Green Bay should just kill them? I mean, they're ready for a good game. I think
the Packers, who had a terrible game last week, are going to bounce back.
Yeah,
they'll bounce back.
They're kind of an every other week team. I think this is their week to have a good game and
shake off the embarrassment of that loss to the Chargers.
That was weird. That Chargers game, I couldn't understand any of it. It just what was going on? It just like they threw the game.
It was Mercury in retrograde, mid-type. Huh?
Yeah.
I'll take Green Bay, but I'm going to hold my nose doing it because I think Aaron Rodgers is fucking pussy.
Because Mercury is in... Hey, Tank, Mercury's in retrograde. You know that?
Well, the Patriots lost. That's evidence of that.
Green Bay losing.
Trying to fire Don Cherry in Canada.
What?
Don Cherry might be getting fired in Canada.
This time for real?
I don't even know what that means.
What do you mean? He's fired by who?
The CBC.
CBC.
What do you do?
Did he insult
Breaking
somebody?
news, Frank.
He said,
John Cherry's like plenty of money. It's like 100.
About people not wearing the poppy for their Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm sick of these people. They love our way of life. They love our milk and honey. At least they should pay a couple of bucks for a poppy for something like that to honor the people who help you your way of life here in Canada. He goes, you have no respect. You come here and you don't respect us. So now all the woke people in Canada are demanding him get fired, and sponsors are pulling.
Oh, really?
Racially insensitive.
I wonder what language they would speak in Canada if there was no America, United States of America. What would they speak? Mexican?
Russian.
French.
Russian.
They'd probably be speaking Russian.
Yes.
Yeah. Bunch of fucking
Russians.
Okay.
Fucking
There's no speech anymore.
motherfuckers.
Hey, you have to agree with LeBron
Goddamn
James.
Canadians.
Oh, Canada. Our army's full of horses.
Here's another game. Nothing
Do
burger.
they even have
game.
machine guns, or they just have hands?
Rams and the Steelers.
Detroit is at Chicago, and Chicago's a 3-point favorite. Oh my God, I'm going with
Easy.
Detroit. Detroit's a better
really
team.
Disgusting game.
They don't have a quarterback.
They're both losers.
They are. You're right, Eric.
It's disgusting.
But I'll go with the better quarterback.
Take a shower after I make this
The
pick.
Bears are now 6.5-point favorites. Take the Lions.
Why would the Bears be that kind of favorites?
Mitchell Trubisky couldn't beat anybody by 6 points.
That's why.
There's nothing true about Trubisky.
No.
He's a
To
fraud.
beat the Dolphins by 6.5.
False truth.
Yeah, now we Mitch the bitch. Now we Mitch the bitch.
Mitch the bed.
Miami, fresh off of their win, is going in Indianapolis. They're 10.5-point dogs.
No, Brissett. Take the Dolphins.
Doesn't matter.
I took the Dolphins as well, Tank. I think that's a good move. I think the Dolphins could even upset.
Yeah,
here.
let's go with the Dolphins against these
Indy
points.
letdown game.
Well, since
I'm going to take the Colts. You know why?
Why?
Because the Dolphins suck.
I'm going to take the Colts also.
10
Never
points
realized
though.
But the
so
Colts
many
are
bad
starting.
teams.
The Colts are starting Bobby Hoyer.
Not enough points.
Brian.
Here.
The Colts could start friggin' Greg Brady, and they could win by 30.
Okay, well, let's move on to a real game. The Rams are at Pittsburgh and actually favored by 4.
That's a real game?
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
a good one.
Pittsburgh.
Ram it. We're gonna ram it. Let's ram it. They'll be walking Pittsburgh.
Sorry. I agree with
Let's
Frank.
Ram it.
Frank,
Ram
you
it.
like the
Steelers
Rams?
are done, man. Steelers are
Taking
done.
the Steelers.
Over.
I'm taking the Steelers all the way, baby.
Go up.
Oh.
They're going over 500. They're on the road to
What do you want them to
redemption.
do? You want them to make the playoffs and get smashed?
Yeah, I want them to make the playoffs. I always do.
That's like going on a date with a beautiful girl, taking her out, taking her home, and then, you know, she's like, all right, have a good night.
That means
That's what you want.
that Mike Coleman will not get fired.
You know what Frank's getting for his season? He doesn't even get a hello.
Well, I don't see why the Rams should be favored in this game. I really don't.
You should get him a handy. That'd be for Christmas.
And I think
Let's
Pittsburgh's
get-
going to get a
let's
pass
get- yeah,
rush on
let's
this
get these
guy
last tickets
and
so I can get
make
out
him
there.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, Frank. Where you going?
I'm watching the football games. I don't want to be on the phone while I'm on the football game.
Okay, well, Dallas is hosting Minnesota. They're only favored by 3. I think that's not enough. I go with the Cowboys.
I'll go to the Cowboys because you don't know which quarterback or
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Little
will
man.
show up.
The Cowboys are a good team. That means the Kirk Cousins is going to crumble.
Yep.
Little Kirk Cousins.
I'm going to take Minnesota.
Oh, that's sucker bet. Sucker move. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see.
He'll drop the ball.
All they got to do is cover Amari Cooper. All they got to do is cover him. because Witten runs like 3 miles an hour now. So.
Yeah, well, he's got the tightest pants in the
And
NFL,
in case you haven't noticed, Minnesota's defense shuts the running game down, so good luck, Zeke.
You don't think Zeke's going to get 100 yards?
I don't think Zeke's going to do shit. I think Zeke's going to get hit in the mouth for once in his life. I don't think he's going to like it.
Well, the Kansas City seemed to be able to run on the Minnesota last week, didn't they?
How slow Jason Witten is now. My goodness. He is really slow down.
Yeah, but he still can catch the ball. He's just...
Let's say he's tiptoeing through the tulips out there.
He can't help it. His pants are too tight. He's never had pants that fit. He's a Rafael Nadal of the NFL.
For Bettis, for Jerome Bettis. Have you seen that commercial where they're playing flag football?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He looks like the bus now.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Well, he's not the reason they're losing. The Cowboys are, they're actually in a good position in that division. There's nobody else that's really that good.
Hey, let's get Frank's pick for Monday night. Go ahead, pick the
Monday night game, and then we're going to go to a break.
Yep.
Who's Monday night game? Who's playing?
Seattle and San Francisco. It's at San Francisco.
Oh.
San Francisco's favored by 6.
I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, I like Seattle to keep it close.
Seattle. I like Seattle to end San Francisco's win streak.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Frank, who are you taking?
I said I was taking Seattle.
Seattle. Okay, we got.
Oh, I'm going to take San Francisco to keep my dream alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you next week.
All right, well, let's
Frank, I can't wait to watch the Super Bowl with you.
Stan, you're welcome to stay on if you want. You got the second hour coming up.
Have a great
All right,
week, guys.
everybody get ready for the start of the games now. It's 10 o'clock. We're going to a break.
On the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show, that's hour 1.
Have a great week, Stan.
Hang in, everybody.
Thank you. You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Stan. Yeah, we're going to come right back. Get the fall line commercial, Chab Dog promo, and
yeah, here we go.
Yo, the summertime is winding down, so it's time to go ahead and get that fall wardrobe together. Check out the new fall line from Defy Life Gear. It's got all new designs, jackets, socks, and you gotta check out the brand new alternate logo. We also got sweatshirts for all the podcast gear you love so much. So go ahead and visit www.defylifegear.com. That's www.defylifegear.com to get your gear today. And remember, Defy Life, lifestyle, defiant. It's defylifegear.com.
The Law Office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general, corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like Chab Dog said, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
Slidell, this is my associate Bob Porter.
Oh, hi, Bob. Bob?
Pretty much go ahead and grab a seat and join us for a minute or two. You see, what we're actually trying to do here is we're trying to get a feel for how people spend their day at work. So, if you would you walk us through a typical day for you?
Yeah.
Great.
Well, I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. I use the side door. That way Lumberg can't see me. And after that, I just sort of space out for about an hour.
Space out?
Yeah. I just stare at my desk. But it looks like I'm working. I do that for probably another hour after lunch, too. I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
Peter, would you be a good sport and indulge us and just tell us a little more?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something about TPS reports.
TPS?
The thing is, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It's that I just don't care.
Don't care?
It's a problem of motivation, all right? Now, if I work my ass off and Initech ships a few extra units, I don't see another dime. So where's the motivation? And here's something else, Bob. I have 8 different bosses right now.
I beg your pardon?
8 bosses.
8?
8, Bob. So that means that when I make a mistake, I have 8 different people coming by to tell me about it. That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled. That and the fear of losing my job. But you know, Bob, that'll only make someone work just hard enough not to get fired.
Would you bear with me for just a second, please?
Okay.
What if, and believe me, this is so hypothetical, but what if you were offered some kind of a stock option equity sharing program? Would that do anything for you?
I don't know, I guess. Listen, I'm gonna go. It's been really nice talking to both of you guys.
Absolutely. The pleasure's all on this side of the table, trust me.
Good luck with your layoffs, all right? I hope your firings go really well.
Okay. Excellent. Great. Wow.
Let's jump out of that, over back to here. That was a clever scene, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where'd it go?
I don't know.
Hello?
Yes.
Office Space. I love that movie.
Yeah.
We're halfway back.
We're going to run another clip.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Here, this is a perfect one.
Okay. You want to run this one?
Lost due to incompetence.
Oh, okay. This goes for...
Well, I guess that about wraps it up. Any questions?
Perfect, yeah. Couldn't find what we were looking for, so we found incompetence instead.
Falcons have a new kicker. His name is Young Shoe Koo or something.
It is cool. Yeah, Young Ho. He's a ho. Look at that little ho there. From? He's a young ho. Young Ho Koo. Oh, he's from Detroit.
Attention all units. Attention all units.
Oh, man,
this is Sergeant Stadinko. Attention all units. This is Sergeant Stadinko.
Fine kick.
We are changing from a Code 3 direct pursuit to a Code 347. Completely lost due to incompetence.
And maybe lost due to incompetence.
This is commercial already.
Do we have another game on besides this one?
Check it.
I thought that the Kansas City Titans game was on.
And we're back.
All right. We're back from that after that musical interlude with the second half of Chapter Sports Talk. Yes, with Mark Caruso. And so, Mark, you guys have the Patriots have the week off, right?
Yeah.
To lick their wounds and kind of forget about what happened last week. And
how do I sing today, anyway?
What's that? What's that?
How do I seem today? Like normal or abnormal? I'm on a lot of drugs right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Well, you're a little more mellow, I think.
Well, let's see. You want to know what I'm on?
It's kind of scary.
Does America want to know?
If you want to tell people what you're on, go ahead. I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying it could be good for ratings.
Oh.
Get a little cocaine, that was tasty. Sniffed a couple lines, got going there. Then I had an edible, got 3 vapes going, smoking some weed. What else? Oh, Xanax and Klonopin. Had a little bit of those too.
You're just a regular
I think
pharmacy.
I just took Adderall a little while ago to wake up.
You're just a pharmacy.
Well, I'm just taking it like, and I'm on steroids, by the way. I told you that already, though.
Are you working out a lot on the steroids?
Yeah.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm like a host.
So it helps you lift?
Hey, there was a fight at work. It's pretty funny.
Oh. Did you get into a
Fist fight? No, it wasn't me. No, if it was me, the guy would have got knocked out.
Oh.
Okay.
So, my ex-boss went after, some guy that used to bounce at my dad's club, and I told him, they used to have, 5 fights a night there, so the guy's probably pretty tough. Don't fuck with him. And he did anyways, and so the guy, Eddie, come in, and then Steven stuck at him, and then Eddie took him to the ground and got him in a headlock. So then later on that night, Steven said to me in front of his girlfriend, what should have done? And I said, well, if you were going to sucker him, you should have knocked him out. He said, you should have hit him harder.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, well, what do you mean? I said, well, you should have hit him harder. I mean, I just saw him. He didn't even have a mark on his face. He said, the funny thing about my name is I leave my marks everywhere.
Yeah, so he gave
him...
I
said, I guarantee if he walked in here and I punched him in the face, he wouldn't have got up.
Mm-hmm.
So he blindsided the guy with a sucker punch, but it wasn't a devastating punch.
Yeah, and I don't sucker punch people. I
mean,
like to counter punch.
Yeah, that's not right to sucker punch somebody, is it?
It's not.
Yeah, you should give
them... If someone sucker punches me, they're getting a vicious beating. That's when I take it to another level.
It's Pearl Harbor, right?
That's when I'm going to be like... That's when I'm going to be like Ndamukong Suh.
That's a coward move, isn't it?
Yeah, if I get sucker punched, I instantly turn into Ndamukong Suh.
No, you turn perfect.
Worse. I want to fucking stomp your face in the ground.
Yeah, I'm saying perfect is worse than an Ndamukong Suh. Who do you think is worse, perfect or Sue?
You think?
No,
I think Sue's worse. I think Sue could kill someone with his bare hands, no problem.
Wow.
He is a big man. He's a very big man.
Like, I think he just grabbed someone the wrong way and kill him by accident.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a super freak.
That's still impressive.
Yeah. Perfect's a nut, though. He's just a cement head. I mean, have you ever seen anyone with more helmet-to-helmet hits that does not get a concussion?
I know.
I mean, they have to do a study on this. Why doesn't he get concussions? I don't get it.
He's a psycho.
No, I think his skull is just, like, really thick or something. Or he has no brain.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the brain he has is psycho.
Or he just, can't get a concussion because he's got CT so bad.
Because he's psycho.
Yeah.
In a state of
probably smoking angel dust.
Exactly. Angel dust. Doesn't need a brain.
Yeah.
So you, Mark, you watching the game right now?
No, I'm just out on the breezeway. The kids are in the house. So just kind of out here chilling. There's no games that matter on, right? I mean, Patriots aren't playing, are they?
Okay, let's not get back to that. We're trying to enjoy today, and it doesn't help.
Yeah, dog.
Bringing us back to that same.
Just be honest with yourself.
What?
The Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. It's like. It's going to happen.
They just lost a game.
Julian Edelman to Tom Brady is going to go down as one of the greatest combinations ever. It's going to be like Montana to Rice.
Probably.
I'm telling you. After they win this year and next year, I mean, it's going to be like Montana to Rice. They know what they're doing before they do it. They said in the game last week, he said, Romo goes, I never even saw a route like that before. I never even saw that route before. Because I don't even know what that was.
That wasn't.
And then Aqib Talib said,
he's out of bounds.
Yeah, it was. Aqib Talib
that's a catch.
Said Edelman is his toughest cover because he does everything backwards.
Right. Oh my God, that really was good. I don't know. I got to tell you, you just missed a great catch.
All I can tell you, Chad Dog, is hey, hang on to, I don't know. What are you hanging on to?
I saw with my own eyes,
nothing
man.
there.
The Patriots' defense looks slow. Those linebackers got run over.
The Patriots' defense is the best defense in the NFL.
It showed me that,
They had one bad game. Bad game. How many times is Julian Edelman going to fumble it and they return it for a touchdown? That's the first fumble he lost in 4 years. That's going to happen again?
Things can happen in bunches,
It happened.
A week ago, it was a certainty that the Patriots...
Did you notice one thing, though?
A week ago, it was a certainty.
Sanu had 10 catches.
Well, he's a good player. I like Sanu. He catches a lot of balls.
Did you see how fast he acclimated?
He was a great pickup, I think, because he's just a terrific possession receiver. And
do you know why they got rid of Gordon?
Because he got too big, right?
Gordon wouldn't run the prescribed routes properly.
Nope.
No?
They had a 24-hour concierge with them, which was another word for a babysitter.
Yeah.
And last year, before he failed his drug test, he started evading the guy. Well, this year he started evading him again. So Belichick was like, see you the fuck later. I'm trading for Sanu.
That's funny,
I'm not doing this again. I'm not going to get stuck short a receiver again. That's when he gets cut from Seattle or when he gets suspended from Seattle for using, you heard it here first.
That's funny. He's evading.
Oh, and by the way, the NFC Championship is definitely going to be New Orleans, San Francisco.
Oh.
And I personally think New Orleans is going to win. But It would be hilarious if San Francisco was undefeated and Frank had to root for the Patriots.
I'm going to go on record right now. New Orleans is not in the Super Bowl, okay? Just, you have to wait and see.
Really?
I don't think so, no.
Who's a better receiving running back than Alvin Kamara?
I just saw Alvin Kamara fall down. That's why they're kicking a field goal now.
He's awesome. Awesome.
That sucked.
The thing that sucks about him is his stupid nose ring.
So we do have the Kansas City Trashy Hill game.
Oh, yeah, look at it. Ryan Tannehill.
Kansas City's.
And he fumbles the ball.
They just sacked him and recovered.
Where'd the ball go?
He was sitting on the ball, I think.
I mean, who's worse, the Jets or the Dolphins? It's so bad.
Literally.
And then the Bills are flawed, so it's like they just give the division to the Patriots.
Now it finally comes out. You guys just get a gift every year of the division. It's just a gift.
Yeah. So then,
you don't have to do
we beat
anything.
the shit out of the Steelers, so you can't really say anything,
But
right?
Not being battle tested does have an effect. I mean, it's not all good.
What do you mean? We played your team. Isn't your team good? You said they were good.
Not at the beginning of the year. We're better now.
Oh, that's right. That's when they had Roethlisberger. Now they're better without him.
I actually think they are better right now without him. They're rallying around that quarterback.
That's a real fanboy.
Mark, you are pinpointed at exposing Chab Dog's the flaw in his logic there.
Hey, we're 4-4.
How are they better without Ben Roethlisberger?
How are you better without Ben Roethlisberger?
Because this quarterback actually can run the ball a little bit. He's young. He's not breaking down. He's hitting.
I am going to play this tape for you next year when Roethlisberger's coming back.
I just think that it's they've learned how to play with this guy, and there's some.
I couldn't even say anything about him going into women's bathrooms before. Now you're probably going to start throwing him under the bus.
No, I think Ben Roethlisberger. You know, we needed a little, maybe a little change was good here, and we'll see what happens next.
Wow.
I like this guy that's quarterback, and the backup.
So is getting rid of Le'Veon Bell good too?
They're doing fine.
Is that a good move?
The guys they have.
Yeah, Chab Dog and I were having a chat about this very point this morning. About
how's Le'Veon Bell doing in New York?
Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell.
He got hurt. He's got no line.
I haven't heard much.
He plays
from
for
him.
a loser team. Yeah, he gets more money to play for a know-nothing loser team, a dysfunctional team on the Jets. Whoa, he really won that. He won that deal, didn't he?
Well,
no,
he's getting more money.
Well, I mean, if he wanted to fatten his bank account, yeah, he won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The guys that want to win come to New England. The guys that want money go other places.
Well, but New England
like
has to
Trent
play.
Brown, the left tackle for the Patriots.
Uh-huh.
If he came back for less money, he'd be going for a ring. But now he's on the Raiders, and they ain't gonna win shit ever.
We just saw a man score a touchdown.
Yeah, Kelsey just ran over somebody.
Oh, they better not call that back.
Oh, penalty. Okay, so we'll just have to do it again.
What a drag.
Meanwhile, Baltimore. Frank's upset pick is really looking good here. Baltimore's up 14-0
over Cincinnati.
Lamar Jackson 6 for 6.
Frank really doesn't know anything about anything.
Well, except for the lineup card for the 1919 World Series.
Except for your bet that he won.
Yeah, he's so happy about that, right? But guess what? I really fucked with his head today because now he's thinking, I want San Francisco to lose.
Yeah.
Because if he ever had to root for the Patriots,
I don't think he would really root for the Patriots.
Well,
of course he would. Over his dream 72 Dolphins losing their undefeated season.
Yeah, he's pretty fervent about
Listen, I got a sick mind. Eric, is that a sick thought I had?
Yes, that was very pinpoint, very precise.
Twisted, right?
Very twisted, yes.
I went right. Just like how he wanted me to wear the Yankees hat and shirt. I went right for his fucking jugular.
I
Bam.
would never have thought of that.
Go ahead.
Spankies.
No, because you're not as sick as me.
Yeah.
I'm sick. I was thinking about smashing his toes with a ball-peen hammer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did. If he'd rather have me hit his toes with a ball-peen hammer than root for the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Well, speaking of rooting for the Patriots in the Super Bowl, we have a blast from the past here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
For 2 minutes here of some girls rooting for some Patriots in the Super Bowl here, too.
Okay, let's hear this.
We're the Real Housewives of South Boston. And the Pats are going to the Super Bowl! And we got a wicked special guest joining us here today. And no, she's not a Smurf. It's Cherry!
I got furloughed just like Willie Hutton so I can watch the Patriots ramrod the Giants.
Yeah!
Well, good luck. I'm wearing my Pats socks.
And my good luck to you, Pats, is I'm not going to leave you before the Super Bowl. So you can keep that energy. So no more no more no more having on parade.
Okay, Amber, no one here believes that you've had sex with any member of the Patriots, except of course Gronkowski.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, Gronkowski.
Okay, all right. We know you're going to destroy that goddamn lesbian Eli Manning and the rest of his retired, no-nuts, dumb fucking squad. But in case you need a little fucking extra energy, I got a sale of vodka and Red Bull down at Jackie's Patty.
All right. What I'm going to do, I'm taking the Thumb-War bus, all right? I'm taking it down to New York, and I'm going to go outside Eli Manning's window, and I'm going to yell at him and tell him I'm a ghost and that I'm haunting him. So then when he tries to throw the football, he can't throw the football. He's thinking about how he's going to haunt. I'm going to do you one better. To ensure the Patriots' victory over the New York Giants, I'm going to go over to my brother's house and stab his wife.
Wait, Chaffin, isn't she a Jaguars fan?
Yeah, but she's never been nice to me.
Oh, hey, Pat, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm not going to change my underpants.
Why is that, Lucky?
I don't know. Just me and Marky, Mark's cousin, are trying to make a baby in my butt. What? In my butt. Isn't that where babies come from? Oh, disgusting.
All right, Pats Nation, listen up. What you got to do is prove to everybody that we are the best fans in the world.
Yeah. You got to share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, just get it on the internet.
Yeah. Or put it in an envelope and take it to the post office and put a stamp on it and...
Don't do that.
Go, Pats! Go, Pats! Go!
Super Bowl needs down at Jackie's Packy off of Route 34, across the street from that abandoned rec center where that Korean family got murdered.
Or go to Shaw's near your house.
Okay, why do you want me to succeed? It was so long ago. I fucked your brother.
All right, that was the last of our
Housewives of South
Boston clips. Short-lived series.
Yes.
It's a little too close to home for you, right, Mark?
Oh, God, those girls give me a headache.
Yeah.
How do you think it makes the rest of the country feel?
Right.
I don't know. I hope it's not as bad as it is for me.
You have to go out with them, huh?
No.
You stay away from them?
No, I just have sex with them.
Exactly. Stay away from them. That's the gold standard we were playing there.
Go out with them. Talking about. Talk to them.
I'll be right back.
No problem. They want to talk after sex. They want to talk. I want to put on a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to smoke some weed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to fucking talk.
Gee, what do they want to talk to you about?
And what do I want to talk to a woman about, right? Like, what? Am I in bed with a fucking brain surgeon? No. Alright, so if I sit here and listen to you, I'm going to get fucking dumber by listening to you. Then we're both going to be idiots, right? Then what the fuck are we going to do?
Slow down.
Can you just leave my brain alone, alright? And just sit over there because you're fucking retarded. Just shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
Yeah, and but I think it's good to fight those urges to think and say such antisocial things, especially when you're with a lady. Even though is what's going through your mind at that very moment, you know what I mean?
It's probably why all my relationships end in separation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, most do.
I'm just too honest, you know? other guys, they just want to keep that shit in, and then they get a divorce, with like, they buy a big house, and then they have to give it to the wife, and then some guy like me goes over and bangs her in every room, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, he's paying for it.
Yeah, and
I'm not.
You probably do you come on her face or on her breasts?
Wherever she wants it.
In this house. In places that
and then you know what?
Paid for it never came.
The funny thing is,
yes,
it's just, they probably do things with me that they would never do with those nerds that they were friggin' married.
Yes, that's what I was suggesting. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, ropes, chains, blindfolds.
Yeah, there's no hold spot.
Mm-hmm.
Safety words.
Gobstoppers, what are those things called?
Sea cucumber.
There we are. So any Red Sox news?
Yeah, they did not win the World Series. Disappointing.
Is a hot stove, is it warming up yet?
So they hired this guy from Tampa Bay, and he's got like the weirdest first name. His first name's like Chalk or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposed to be some super nerd, so that's good.
It's like the next Theo episode.
So he's good that, I mean, I remember in high school, all the nerds, I used to like push into the lockers and shit.
Yes.
And now they're like super rich and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's still pushing in the lockers, I guess. I don't know.
They can hire mobs of Pakistanis to push you in alleyways.
You know what the funny thing is, though?
What?
No matter what they do to me, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. A man dies once.
True.
So they've been dying their whole lives because they're cowards. So who cares? I'm me. I'm just me.
And you're still alive.
Well, I told the guy the other night, Joe, I said, Joe, pick a hand. He goes, for what? I said, I'm going to break your jaw. Pick a hand. He goes, what do you mean? I said, I'm sick and tired of listening to you talk. I'm going to break your jaw. Pick a hand. The right or the left. I'm left-handed.
Mark, that
doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you can understand why.
All I want his jaw wired shut so that when he answers me on the radio, it's more like a muffled, like, or maybe he's got to use Morse code or something, you know what I mean?
This is how you
answer me with, like, beeps.
This is how you folks in Boston have, this is part of your communication regimen. Left or right.
I mean, this is how Italians communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even though there's a probability that that outcome could occur as well. You avoid it, but it could happen.
I mean, I don't. I told my boss, I was like, I'm like, Ricky, you're not going to fire Ed, right? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, well, he didn't do anything. I'm like, Steven's sucking him, and all he did was defend himself. I'm like, can't fire him. Oh, well, I was just saying that. I'm like, it's not right. I'm like, if anyone should get fired, it should be Steven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, if he came out swinging at me, I would have buried him.
Yes.
He's like, he ain't going to come out swinging at you, Mark. I'm like, yeah, I'm just saying.
Here's a question for you. What percentage of actual violence results from what percentage of threats of violence? Because here we have, there's, in everything you just said, there are many threats of violence. How many times does it actually lead to? Is it like maybe a 1 in 10, where one flares up in the violent situation, the other 9,
so
you're just hurling
depends
threats
on
back
how
and forth
scary you are. Like, so sometimes I'm too scary, and then they don't want nothing to do with it, so I have to tame it down. Like, if I really, really, really want someone, I'd be like, oh, yeah, like, play possum a little bit, like, oh, no, I don't want to fight. Oh, you're right,
You sandbag them and then fight. That's what you're saying.
Smash them, you know what I mean? That's how I get them. But when they get me really going, and I get really mad, like people get scared. People are like, "Wow, you're scary."
They run the other way, right?
I'm not
scary.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Poor Mark, you can't find anybody to fight.
No. Last time I prayed for someone to fight, I ended up in jail. I don't pray for that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could get into trouble. You can't. You don't.
If it's on camera, you got to do stuff at night.
I mean, Mark, you
smart
could.
About things.
You could.
Ever heard of a chum line?
In fishing, yes.
You remember in Jaws they ran a chum line?
Yes.
What is that?
Did you ever notice it was like bloody chunks of like body parts?
Yeah.
Fish parts.
The dragon bait.
Well, it could be very easily substituted for other things.
Yeah, including people.
Catch my drift.
Mm-hmm.
My friend has a fishing boat.
Cement. Cement galoshes are.
It sounds like you could really hurt somebody if you unintentionally, and you don't want to be responsible for that.
It depends on what they did. Like Christopher Reeves fell off a horse, right? And was paralyzed. That was terrible.
It was.
He really didn't do anything wrong.
No.
He was a great guy by all accounts. But if some guy slapped his girl in front of me and I cracked him in the head and he fell down and started kibbing with Paulie and Christopher, would I feel bad? No. Would I hit him with a brick? Maybe.
Yeah, you wouldn't intentionally paralyze him. That's the point.
I wouldn't empty his pockets if everyone was looking.
You might accidentally paralyze him, but that wasn't the intention.
I'm just saying, if he smacked his girlfriend and I cracked him and then he had a seizure, I wouldn't feel bad.
No, but you weren't intending the seizure to happen, so that's why you wouldn't.
No, I'm not intentionally doing that. I'm hitting him at 80%.
Yeah.
I only hit it 100% when I'm really mad.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And that means teeth are coming out.
But even at 80%, the guy's such a wuss, his body's going to fail anyway, so.
I remember one time, this guy felt bad. He was about 6'8", but he was so big. I wasn't sure if he could fight or not, but I was pretty sure he couldn't,
Okay.
But he was talking a good game. And finally, I said, I'm going to hit this guy with everything I got, because just in case. Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So he took a swing, big 6'8". I mean, they got long arms. So I had to take 2 steps to get in close. I hit him right on his chin, as hard as I could. He went up in the air, come down. When his friends woke him up, he didn't know his name, where he was. He didn't know. It took him a while. And then he said he'd never been in a fight before. He couldn't believe it.
Well,
never going to fight
probably,
again.
yeah.
I cured him.
Initiation.
Cured him.
His first fight.
A guy that big probably doesn't find too many people willing to do that.
To throw on him, yeah.
That's what I figured, I'm like, dude, you don't know how to fight. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no one's going to start with you. He's like, and you're not either. I'm like, oh, no, I am. I'm going to finish it.
Did he hit you? Did he hit you at all?
He tried to.
Didn't really connect, though?
I used to box. I mean, took a swing. I saw where it was coming from. I moved. I got where I wanted to get, which was about 6 inches from his chin. And then I abruptly put my fist into his chin.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
At a high rate of speed.
With a weight planted shot.
Do you prefer to hit people in the chin as opposed to the stomach?
I prefer to hit whatever they leave wide open.
Yeah.
Because no matter where I hit them, they're going down. If I hit them in the ribs, they're going down. And then I can hit them in the face freely. The body shot is going to stay with them for 2 weeks anyways.
Yeah.
Body shots hurt.
I'm sure.
I love body shots.
Mm. You ever get them in the kidneys?
Kidney punch? No. I love the ribs. The ribs is where the pain is. every time they cough or breathe or anything, especially if they're a pothead, they can't smoke pot now. They got to think about that. Mark punched me so hard in the ribs I can't even smoke weed. Asshole.
Yeah. we had some. Eric and I found some good fight clips, and we could play one for you. Which one do you want to play for him?
I swear, me and my father used to sit there and watch The Sopranos and laugh at all the fight scenes, and people used to think we were crazy. I remember, it's just, it was what we saw.
Do you want to watch
I used to be washing dishes in the kitchen at Facade and I'd be getting some of the beans. I just turn around and keep washing the dishes.
Which one do you want to watch?
Oh, jeez.
Anything. Anything vicious.
How about the one with James Gandolfini beating up that girl?
Oh, yes. I love it.
The True Romance. That was a good one.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Alabama fight scene.
Yeah, Alabama went down in the scene, but she got back up.
Hey, she's tough.
Rosanna Arquette is one tough babe, man.
Well, you'll hear.
Listen to this.
Hi.
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 She looked really sexy in this, too. Wearing these leopard pants. Oh, my God.
He's so young there, too.
And this very full-figured...
Cigarette?
I love this movie.
He does a good job in this.
That's a very nice outfit.
This?
Very nice.
I got this in Las Vegas, Nevada.
She's very tough, though. She
Alabama, where's our Coke and where's Clarence? When's he coming back?
I'm sorry, I think you're in the wrong room. My name is Sadie. We don't have any Coke, but there's a Pepsi machine down the hall. I don't know anybody named Clarence, but perhaps my husband does. You can ask him, because he'll be home in a minute. He plays football.
That was supposed to scare him.
He's just at practice.
Yeah, he's holding a gun. He's holding a big gun.
He doesn't need the gun. This is Tony Sprout.
Give me a hand.
Okay.
But he's not.
You are
Tony Soprano,
unbelievably
so-
cute.
Right.
Thank you. Thanks.
Let me see those eyes.
He started to frighten her now.
What a face.
She doesn't get frightened. She's too
Do me a
tough.
favor. Turn around for me.
Okay.
No, go the other way.
Okay.
Ooh.
What a punch.
That hurts, don't it?
Uh-huh.
Get on your feet, sweetie. You ain't hurt that bad. Now, where's our Coke? Where's Clarence? And when's he coming back?
Okay. Okay. Fuck you.
Look me.
There comes the body shot.
Blood looks really.
What's the matter, baby, huh? Can't breathe? You better get used to that.
Bell telephone.
Look, take a good look. You think your boyfriend will go through this shit? If you do, you're fucking stupid.
I
you know
just
that?
can't imagine how she got through
You're a very
this.
pretty girl, Alabama, but you ain't gonna be very pretty for very long.
Telephone.
Now I'm gonna ask you a fucking question, and you give me the right fucking answer. Now,
What area code are we in?
where's my Coke?
And where's Clarence?
Come on.
Turn around. Turn around.
That was like right against the mirror.
Answer me.
How does she even not have a concussion?
Come on.
She gives him the finger.
You got a lot of heart, kid.
Shit, Still no broken glass. Now her shirt's off, but she's wearing a bra.
Yeah, she was looking pretty sexy.
Now, the first time you kill somebody, that's the hardest. don't give a shit if you're fucking Wyatt Earp or Jack the Ripper.
Who took the shirt off?
I think he must have.
Why would that make sense?
Turned him on, I think.
Remember that guy in Texas? The guy up in that fucking tower killed all them people?
Right now?
I bet you green money that first little black dot he took a beat on, that was a bitch of the bunch.
Green money.
First one is tough, no fucking fooling.
Well, this is where he lost track.
Second one ain't no fucking Mardi Gras either, but it's better than the first one because you still feel the same thing, you know. Except it's more diluted, you know. It's better. I drew up on the first one. You believe that? And the third one. Third one is easy. You level right off. That's no problem. Now, shit. Now I do it just to watch the fucking expression change. I don't fucking believe it. Did you put it under the bed? I can't believe it. You put it under the fucking bed? I didn't look under the fucking bed. I can't believe you put it under the fucking bed, and I can't believe I didn't look under the fucking bed.
She's somebody's
fucking old.
right now. Is that what she's doing?
Yeah. Journey's end, baby. Snow at the end of the rainbow. Last thing I gotta fucking worry about.
Like a normal person would just let him go. But no, she had to fight back.
He's so sloppy.
This is it, baby.
He wanted to play.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, let's pull the trigger when it's over.
Yeah, of course. But he wanted to play.
Got a lot of heart, kid. You know that? Gonna play?
Yeah, I want to play.
Huh? Is that what you want? You want to play with Daddy? Come on. Come on, I'll give you one shot because I like you. Stick it in me, baby. Come on, stick it in Daddy. Stick it in me. Go ahead. Come on. Come on. Come on.
She stabbed him right in the foot with a corkscrew.
Yeah. Oh, it's bleeding.
Oh, this is good too. Oh,
heavy.
Just hit him with something.
Still didn't give him a concussion.
All right. No more Mr. Fucking Nice Guy. What do you think of that, baby? What do you think about that, baby? What do you think about that?
This is good. This is really good.
Hey, what the fuck are you laughing at?
You look ridiculous!
I look fucking ridiculous. Get up! Amp it up, baby! Come on, amp it up! Oh, hey, you were in hysterics a minute ago now. Yeah, you like that, don't you?
In the top of the toilet. Great.
Flamethrower. Lit on fire. She was going to shoot him. Now the corkscrew. Oh, now it's
Oh, man, that's it. Nice.
Probably going to die already from the fire.
He looks good in the top. That's just screaming like a crazy. She hits him with a gun.
Harder.
This is a real violent man, this Patricia Arquette.
He's dead. Don't worry. There goes Christian Slater.
Yes, she did all the dirty work for you, Christian.
We gotta go. Jesus Christ. Come on, darling. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
Come on, fuck!
That wouldn't attract any attention.
Oh, powerful scene.
Remember that, Mark?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to play?
Underestimate your opponent.
What's that?
You never underestimate your opponent.
That's right.
That's right.
He underestimated her completely.
Completely.
Well, he had a job to do, right?
Yeah, and then he decided to let a diversion occur, and he just, he said, "Oh, well, you want to play?"
Yeah, because that's the kind of guys you get to do those kind of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, they suck at it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
did you ever see The Departed?
No. Is that a good movie?
You never saw The Departed?
No.
Yeah, somewhere along the way, of course.
I never
With
did.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, it's one of the great westerns ever made.
No.
Martin Sheen.
This is
The Departed.
Set in Boston.
The Departed, about Boston.
The gangster movie.
It's about the Boston
Matt
mob,
Damon, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, seen that too.
Mark Wahlberg, Alec Baldwin.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have enough good actors? Is it worth seeing?
I think on that alone.
So it was a good movie?
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Every scene is great. And the fucking movie's awesome.
Okay. So it's just a great plot?
The whole fucking movie is incredible.
Yeah, for some reason that movie's never caught my attention. Every time I kind of...
What?
I know.
Are you kidding me? It's worth seeing just for Jack Nicholson. He's based on Whitey Bulger. He plays a total psychopath. It's a great fucking movie. They make DiCaprio go undercover. It's awesome. It's just, even Mark Wahlberg's good, and it takes a lot for me to say that.
I was going to say, and you're not a Wahlberg fan, so okay.
No, he's wicked good in it. He's wicked good in it. He's hilarious. It's a great movie. You got to see it. Oh my God, I was going to say something about it, but in The Departed, Jack Nicholson's number one guy is Francis, and he says to him, "Yeah, Francis, you're one in a million," and he says, "No, I'm 1 in 10 million." It's true.
Oh, you and your boss.
He was.
Hangman.
Oh, it's a great scene, right? He's sitting at the bar, DiCaprio, and the guy goes, "What do you want?" He goes, "I have a cranberry juice." And the guy sitting next to him goes, "That's a natural diuretic. My girl drinks it when she's got her period." You got your period? And he gets the cranberry juice, and he smashes it off the guy's head.
Mm-hmm.
And then Francis comes over, and he goes, "You know who I am?" He's like, "No." He goes, "I'm the guy that fucking decides who gets hit around here and who doesn't get hit around here. Now, he's a guy that maybe you can hit, but I'm making a decision, and you don't fucking hit him. You got me? I know you." He's like, "And I know your stupid cock-sucking cop magnet motherfucking cousin." He goes, "Are you going to do any more fucking drug deals with him?" "No." "All right." So then he tells him to walk away. He goes, "That's Jackie's fucking nephew." The guy's like, "Oh, fuck." He goes, "Oh, fuck." Hits him with the 3-piece. It was beautiful. Bing, bang, boom. Knocks him the fuck out. You got to see it. You got to see it. It's my favorite.
Okay.
Bing, bang, boom.
The Departed. The Departed. This is America. You make more money.
Oh, better question.
The Departed.
Why the fuck were your guys following her?
I told internal investigations to follow Captain Queen.
Why?
That's internal investigations business.
Fucking piece of shit!
That's right.
Hey, fucking bitch! Let him go! I don't have to fucking explain anything to anybody! I can fucking investigate anybody I fucking want to! Come on! I don't give a fuck
Fuck you, Matt Damon.
Captain, I got reason to believe that Quinton got killed by his own fucking undercover. That's a fucking lie. He has fucking
Fuck
information
you.
in a long
Terrible
file,
Boston
as did
accent.
Captain Queen, and I need access to
Fucking
those
Matt
files.
Damon.
Yeah, I forgot the password, but if you want to come down to the garage with me, I'd be happy to give it to you. That's a fucking lie. Nobody calls me a liar. Shut up!
Work with the tech guys to unlock those files. Dig them, take a leave of absence.
Take a leave of what?
Queenan is dead. I'm your boss now.
I don't give a fuck. I'd rather hand in my papers first.
World needs plenty of bartenders. 2 weeks with pay.
Good.
Fuck off. I need those codes.
No. You want those codes.
Yeah, I remember that flick.
See, Alice Baldwin doesn't know that Matt Damon is a bad guy.
Uh-huh.
See, Alice Baldwin's a good guy, and Mark Wahlberg's a good guy.
Yeah.
And Queen and the guy that got killed is Martin Sheen. He's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
They were going after all the real bad guys, the real bad guys, the guys that just fucking clip you. So they hit a body in the marsh, right? And it ended up being an undercover, and he had a GPS tracking device.
Oh.
And they're like, fucking Nicholson's like, how the fuck did he find the body? And he's like, I'm fucking embarrassed. He had like a brogue. He goes, it took me all fucking night to put that body way out in the marsh. I can't fucking believe this. Do you think this is fucking funny?
Mm-hmm.
I told you.
I drive by the Lynn Marsh every night. I wonder how many bodies are out there. Mm-hmm. There's no fucking way they found it without a GPS. There's no fucking way.
Well, it was a movie, Mark.
No, that's how they found it, with
Yes.
the GPS, because he was undercover state trooper.
Well, yes, because the director said, just look here, you'll find it right here. And act out the scene.
No, that was how they figured out the guy was undercover cop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the director yelled,
Great
cut.
movie.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's
great
something
fucking
to something to check out.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to the afternoon games. I mean, there's just these morning games are not real compelling.
The Patriots aren't playing this week. I mean,
Neither the Redskins.
Yeah,
I'm
but
happy.
the Steelers and the
Actually,
Rams are.
It's like
so.
a freedom to not have the Redskins play this week. No more disappointment.
Well, we got a Queen song that we can play for you.
Yes. How do you know I was looking for it?
Yeah, we're good. It's do you know that it's Mercury retrograde time right now? Whatever that means.
Yeah. Do you know that Mercury is
I don't
in
know what that means.
retrograde? Have you ever heard that expression before in your life?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it means
I'd heard it tons of times, and it will occur from time to time, where you'll hear it come up. And what it means is that the planet Mercury is closer to the sun than we are, and because it's closer, it goes faster, and because it has a different size to it, smaller, it goes faster around the sun. And so this is one of those times where it's looping us right now in orbit. But from our point of view, it looks like it's going backwards, but it's actually going forwards, because it's looping us. It's going around the sun even faster than we are. But because it looks like it's going backwards, we call it retrograde.
Too smart for me.
Okay, it's
yeah, you're getting into some details that Mark just doesn't care to know.
I have trouble
I
describing.
just would rather look at a nice vagina.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know if he can find this.
You know what I mean?
No, it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Mercury. There's a planet called Mercury.
Yeah. Right.
I can't believe we went through all these.
No,
well, you know that Freddie Mercury was in Queen too, so that's kind of a coincidence.
What's the name of the song?
Keep Yourself Alive.
Yeah, it's got to be right here.
Oh, Keep Yourself Alive.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try.
That's my favorite Queen song. And
all right, it's all queued up, ready to go.
We're gonna. So, is this officially the end of the show?
Well, if you say it is,
it's we
not,
could
it's
keep.
Not, it's not until
we
you
could
say
keep
this.
going, Mark, if
Yeah.
you want to stay on for a few more minutes. And
well, I kind of have the Rugrats are waiting for me at 2.
Oh.
I came to Springfield to see them, but
oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I would love to. Otherwise,
yeah.
if I was in Revere, I would.
That's all right. Well, we've had a good show for 2 hours and went really fast.
Really fast.
And
I blew Frank's mind, right?
Update on the scores.
Yes, you did.
Do we give an update on the scores before we go?
Sure.
Let's see what's going on here.
Kansas City 10, Tennessee 7 with 10 minutes
Tennessee's
to go.
hanging around. I think Kansas City's going to pull away, though. They're just better.
Yeah.
They should pull away. The Jets were up on the Giants 14-7. I don't know if that's still the case.
I should have the current scores up here.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah,
it's just
Falcons
about draft order. Hey, do you think the NFL should go to draft lottery? I do.
Falcons 10, Saints
3.
Yeah,
I think we should get rid of the any incentive. I mean, real incentive for teams to tank.
Lions 3, Bears 0.
Any team that doesn't make the playoffs should be in the lottery.
Lions
like a
3,
lottery.
Bears 0.
You know what I mean?
Lottery. Lions 3, Bears
like
0.
Automatic.
Ravens 28, Bengals 3.
Well, there's Frank's
upset
lock
special.
Of the week is,
the Frank Fleming upside special
is sucking harder.
Is completely ridiculous.
Bills 7, Browns 6.
All right, so the Browns are hanging in there. I think
They're
the
hanging
Browns
in there.
can win that game.
7 minutes to go in second quarter.
Yeah.
Already mentioned Falcons 10, Saints 3. Yeah, there's
that won't stay.
Saints on the move though.
Jets 14, Giants 13.
Oh,
5.5 minutes to go.
Tightening up.
Oh, here's
Jets
a replay. Look at that.
Daniel Jones.
Look at that little maggot go.
Slayton.
Slayton. Look at that little
Somebody
Slayton
named
maggot
Slayton.
go. Remember little maggot?
Monkey.
Well, he said that too.
Yeah.
He also called him a little maggot, but he said
oh.
yeah. He look at that little monkey.
I guess I shouldn't have said it. I'm just repeating what Howard said.
Well, that's what Howard Cosell said.
Shouldn't have said it.
Well, he meant it endearingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's about the wrap up of the scores, right? No, nothing else to report.
Those are the scores.
All right. Well, I'm getting ready for the Steelers' big win today, in 2 hours, and
a victory party on that.
Tonight we have the Cowboys over the Vikings. That'll be good. And
who are the Steelers playing again?
The Lambs, the L.A. Lambs.
Oh yeah, the Rams can spank them.
But it is in Pittsburgh.
Right. They're gonna get a rush on him. They're gonna make Jared Goff cry. What's the matter? You gonna cry now? You gonna cry now?
The Steelers are terrible.
Yeah, right. We'll see about that.
Pretty well.
Okay.
How many games do you think they're going to win? 9?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say 10.
How many do you think the Patriots are going to win?
14.
Yeah, I think they have another loss on their schedule somewhere.
All right, so 14.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I say 15, but that's okay. 15, 14.
I mean, they got to be careful because
if
they lose another game,
or whatever the Pittsburgh won.
If the Ravens tie them, then the Ravens would get the tiebreaker.
The Ravens are not going to tie them. The Ravens are going to lose some more games.
Ravens are going to lose some more games. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Mark.
All right, well, let's. We're going to go out on a bang with the Queen song.
And even if we had to play Baltimore in Baltimore, we'd spank them.
In a choke or die situation like that, yeah.
You think so?
I'll take you guys to win.
Edelman's not going to fumble it again.
It's not just that.
He's the chosen one.
The Ravens figured out how to move
the ball. He's in your tribe, Where's the star David? I can't believe he's not your favorite player.
That makes a big difference.
It takes more than being Jewish to be on my good list. And sometimes if you're not Jewish, you're on my good list, like Rosanna Arquette. I love you, kid. You got a lot of heart. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you, Mark. You have a lot of heart. Be careful out there. Right. All the trouble in my way. Is that Freddie Mercury? I thought he had
changed every year. What it looked like back then.
It's a great song. He was the only one in the group that was gay. Is that right?
Apparently No, and I could have sworn the other guys look pretty gay too.
I know. They kind of had that driving look.
To keep on trying and get better every day. But if I crossed a million rivers and I rode a million miles, then I'll still be where I started. The same as when I started. Keep yourself alive. Come on. Keep yourself alive. It would take you all your time and the money to survive.
Love it. Pittsburgh's playing without James Conner. It's going to hurt. Juju's questionable. It's going to be tough. All right, everybody. Well, that will take care of Chap Dog Sports Talk for this week. Tune in next week. We'll be back.